Hey folks, I'm going to go ahead and jump into some sheets and manipulating sheets here. But before I do, I want to do just a quick little review of setting up something that you'd want to give a little bit of formatting to make it more clear what you're looking for. So in this case, the first thing I'll do, and this is a little order form that I've created, I'm going to go ahead and select all these rows. Um, and then I'm going to merge those cells or all those columns, I should say. Um, and then I'm going to take all these headings, make them bold, and I'm also going to give them a fill color. So I'll jump in here and do the light blue, which is sort of my theme for this deal. And finally, I'm going to take and roll this way and put some borders around there so I know that's the active part. In fact, you know what? I think I'll do just to here for that, for the orders. And then this one down here, I'm going to give an even bigger, badder um, border so I can see that that total is really important. So there you go. And I might make that a little bit larger and then maybe center it. And now we're really rolling. Okay, so the point of this video is going to be to look at sheets, and the sheets live right down here. Every spreadsheet is made up of sheets, and the fact that Google Sheets is named Google Sheets, and I feel like I'm saying sheets an awful lot right now, um, but it's true. It's named Google Sheets, but these are also called sheets, so they are pieces of your spreadsheet, and you can do different things on each one of those to sort of separate the information that you want to have. Maybe not cluttering up one sheet, you can make a new one to have other stuff. So over here on sheet 2, I actually have a list of candy bars and popcorn that you could add to this order. But I don't necessarily want those all cluttering up one sheet. So I can jump back and forth between those by clicking on the sheets. And sheet 1 and sheet 2 are not very descriptive, so I'll probably change those in a minute. But it's really easy to create another sheet. So maybe I wanted to have another one and I'll add a sheet, and that makes sheet 3. It's empty, but maybe I could right click and rename that sheet. So I think I'll rename that one inventory. And that way I could keep track of all the inventory that I have in stock right now on that sheet. This one right here, I could rename to be prices. So rename, and then this first one, I'm going to do order. Now that's pretty handy. Um, but you can also click on this stack right here and choose any of those. That might seem like, well, geez, they're right there. I just need to click on them. But you'd be surprised how many sheets can actually add up. I know during the COVID stretch, when I was working at a high school, we actually had a spreadsheet that we did attendance for some students who were coming into the building for extra help. And we did every one of these sheets was a day that students came in. So you can imagine those started to stack up across the screen pretty quickly. And it was really nice to be able to click here and choose which of those we wanted to select if we wanted to see if a student had attended. So can be useful. Right now it's probably not, but it can be. Um, Now I am interested in finding out what the price of junior mints is. And I know where that lives. And I know that that might change. Its prices are going up, inflation and whatnot. So I know that it lives right here in cell B3 on the prices sheet. So it's important that when you are going to access that sheet and do something or access a piece of information from there, if I'm on the order sheet, then I would want to go here and say equals prices, which is the sheet that it lives on, exclamation mark. And then I think we said it was B3, And there's my $1.50. Now it doesn't look like money right now, and that's disappointing. So I'm going to select that, all those cells, and make those look like money. I think I'll select all these cells and make them look like money as well. Maybe on the prices one, probably ought to do that as well. And now we look a little more professional. So on my order form over here, I've got quantity, price. So I'm going to go here to the total and do equals this times this. Wow, look at that. I'll tell you, sometimes Sheets surprises me still, and I think the B3 times C3, that's going to give me what I need. Hit enter, and $3 for my 2 junior mints. Now the cool thing about that is that I can come over here to my total, and using that fill handle, I'm going to drag that down. Now there won't be any cost on any of those because it's multiplying these two cells together, and there's nothing there to put together. But if I wanted to put something in there, it would build it for me and it would all add up and tell me how much the order was. I'm going to come down here to the order total and do a function. Another place to find functions is right here, and do the sum of these cells. Again, I could type that in if I wanted to, but I don't need to. Hit enter, and my order total is $3. Little review there of a whole bunch of concepts that we had been doing before. But remember, these are called sheets. You can bounce between those sheets. If you want to access information on another sheet, the key is to use this right here, the name of the sheet, and then an exclamation mark. And that tells it, hey, here's where you need to look, what sheet you need to look on, and then the actual address, the actual cell where it lives. So that way, if I go back over here to prices, and this is, like I say, the cool thing about sheets, if junior mints just got really expensive, then I could come here and say, well, those are $2 now. And if I go back over to my order has already changed. Everything updates on the fly, and that is the cool thing about Sheets and Excel. Excel works really similarly, and sometimes I get them confused. So if I say Excel, my apologies. But Sheets they're very, very similar.